Hey guys, Scott Short here with Empire Home Loan Corporation. My MLS number is 225-998. My DRE with California is 01074493. Wow, you go.
Hi everyone, I'm Molly Ellis. I'm with the California Housing Finance Agency.
What do you do?
I am the lender training and outreach manager.
Boom. So now we got, this is, I can't call it the horse's mouth because she's too pretty for that, but she is the gospel here for us people. She's understanding all this stuff. So all the Instagram grabbers you're hearing out there, man, we're going to put some of the stuff to rest and put to sleep and probably,
Yes, let's get the right information out there. That's what this is about.
Exactly. And I cut my head coverage. Okay, we're okay. So Molly, we're going to talk about your new program.
Yes,
So
the California, the CalHFA Dream for All, Conventional Dream for All, and the CalHFA Dream for All Shared Appreciation Loan.
So
we're still
break it down. So is that two programs or just one program?
It's a first and a second mortgage combination.
Okay, break it down. How's it play out?
So it's a conventional first mortgage that's tied to the Dream for All, really decent rates, and then it has a 20% down payment assistance program that goes along with it that does have a shared equity component.
There we go. So break it down because shared equity is a word a lot of people don't know about.
Right.
So I knew Roseville had one back 20 years ago. We knew about that stuff, but that's 20 years ago. We forgot about that. So Molly, break it down. What is
This is the latest and greatest. So what it means is instead of tying a traditional interest rate, what you and I know of an interest rate, to the repayment of the 20%, instead it is a share of the appreciation of the property. So if they borrow 20%, which is up to that amount, then they would also equally share in 20% of the appreciation. So when they go to repay CalHFA, they will repay the original amount plus 20% of their appreciation.
Okay, gotcha. So basically, what triggers that conversation?
So there are several maturity events. It will be laid out in the note. But for the purposes of this, the main things are refinance. There are some exceptions to that. Sale, transfer of the property, or repayment of the original balance of the original loan. Cool. So those all trigger all of it needing to be repaid.
So you say transfer. Break that down. How's that? What's your
like if they transfer the property?
To somebody inherits the property kind of thing. That kind
of. I'm actually not sure of the ins and outs of the legal side of the. But for our purposes, it's mostly a sale or a refinance.
Gotcha, cool.
Yeah.
So the refinances you used to do those in the past, and you quit doing those because it was not the original intent of CalHFA.
Correct.
But this one has a little special twist.
Yeah, because of the shared appreciation, feature, we did decide to allow. And now all the specifics are going to come out on March 27th. So please go look at the actual guidelines. I'm paraphrasing
Where
here.
Where they find the guidelines?
The guidelines will be available on CalHFA's website at www.calhfa.ca.gov.
All right, there you go. So make sure you got that.
Yeah, so check that out. I'm paraphrasing. But in a nutshell, if they have made 12 months worth of payments, they can only refinance once. The interest rate is lower, the payment is lower, and there is a specific amount in there. If all of these things are in practice, we will allow one resubordination of the original loan with the shared appreciation, the original second mortgage with the shared appreciation. Feature will be deferred. You can actually resubordinate it to the new first.
And what that means in English is that second, they borrow the 20% there and all that other pieces, they'll go back behind the new first. Because what happens, you pay the first off, she comes in first place again. And then we got to put her back because we can't have Molly in first place. Come on.
And so it just means that they would be able to take advantage of a lower interest rate without having the burden of the repayment at that time. But they do need to be strategic about it. This is not something they should enter into lightly. They need to understand what the provisions of the loan actually are, and they need to understand that they can only do their refinance one time and subordinate. They can refinance anytime they want. They would just have to pay off the original sub loan and the subordinate loan and the shared appreciation piece.
Cool. So now let's break down. So let's say if I borrow 20% of the purchase price, right? But you guys have a cap. on how much
We
I put
do.
in.
So as we live in California, so it gets expensive here. So we also wanted to give our borrowers the peace of mind knowing it can only go so high. So the cap is 2.5% of the original amount borrowed.
Okay.
It can still be extensive. So they still need to again, be strategic when they get out of the program.
Yep.
But if for some reason, say on a $500,000 loan, just so we can put a number to it, their assistance would be $100,000. So 2.5 times that would be $250,000.
Yep.
Then
Plus.
add back in the original $100,000.
Right.
So the total
Right.
they would owe us back would be $350,000.
Right.
We really hope it doesn't get to that. We did just want to put the cap on it. And the good thing about the repayment is that is going to allow this fund to recycle. So once somebody repays their Dream for All loan, then we can go out and help another family with additional assistance.
So there's another cap also of 105%. Can you break that, how that works?
Yeah, so you're referring to the CLTV.
Yep. What does that mean?
So CalHFA, the combined loan to value.
Thank you.
So what that means is since it's a full 20% assistance that goes towards the borrower, just letting everybody know, keep in mind you can only use up to 5% towards the closing costs because it could be split. You can use the 20% for down payment or closing. But our CLTV has to stay under 105%. So that means 15% towards the down payment, 5% towards the closing cost max.
Right.
But you don't have to do that. Just to be clear, right? We were talking about that max ceiling that we just want to make sure everybody's aware of. But the reality of it is you can use all of it for down payment and then that's going to create a more affordable product. No MI on that. And the payment's going to be a little bit lower. So it'd be a little bit more affordable.
See?
Yeah,
There's a lot of twists and turns, but Molly's got it dialed.
Yeah.
On Monday, March 27th, when I say Monday, because it could be any Monday, but March 27th is our date. When you go to their website, 3Ws,
3Ws, calhfa.ca.gov.
There we go.
Check
go
it
on
out.
there, you'll pull up. So your lender wants to pull up underneath the guidelines, so be there. So breaking all the pieces to you to make sure we're safe. What else was on our notes? I forgot our notes. We had some good notes.
List.
Let's see what else we got. So we have $300 million of
funding for the program.
Right. And we need 2 education classes. Can you tell us about the education classes?
Yes, thank you. I'm so glad we checked that. So CalHFA requires homebuyer education. It's a huge part. It's so important. There's been statistics, time after time, it's been proven that homebuyer education creates more successful homeowners, and we are very much supportive of that. So our regular product line requires extensive homebuyer education, but because of the unique features with the Dream for All program, we also require an extra hour or so. I'll say hour-ish because everybody's different, right? People will absorb the information at a little bit different rate, right? Me too. But there'll be an extra hour-ish specifically geared towards the shared appreciation piece. Lots of examples. So your borrowers, if you're a potential borrower tuning in here, you'll want to go on and check that out. Also available on March 27th.
Okay. So the first class, one for the first-time home buyer stuff, which is a phenomenal class, walks you through what you need. There's a cost to that, but to get the savings, how do you get the savings on that class in reference to going to your site and going through your link, right?
Yeah, so make sure you're utilizing the CalHFA link to our homebuyer education. But please keep in mind that the Dream for All education is completely free.
All right. And then also you can actually check your local HUD-approved providers
like
for
NeighborWorks
the class.
America, any HUD, in-person counseling. Sometimes they can be more affordable too.
Make sure your lender checks to make sure we're all good, but that's the key thing. So also, I love this part. So this is where CalHFA really loves our people with what they call lower income brackets.
Right.
So for Sacramento, California, we're sitting here right now. Nice.
in
We're
the rain.
Check it out, guys. We're in CalHFA's headquarters here in a beautiful office, which should show the city, but it's always foggy. I don't know what's going on.
Foggy.
But so for Sacramento, we're about 81-ish.
82, I thought. I don't know. It's the 80. Let's not quote the number because it's the 80% AMI is the threshold. So
AMI stands for?
Any area median income.
Thank you.
So CalHFA has a carve out for not only our standard conventional product line, but also the Dream for All. For the standard product line, it includes a lower interest rate for an 80% AMI homeowner. Also a possibility of reduced MI coverage. Lots of cool ways to make the loan more affordable. And then the cool thing about the Dream for All is if they fall into that same exact category, they get all those benefits, plus they only repay 15. So in the example we talked about where they're using 20%, then they only pay back 15% in appreciation.
That shows, bro. That's 5% off,
we
man.
take, so the repayment is less so they can keep more of that money for themselves, and they need that help, right? Because they're low income.
Exactly. So then for our lender people on there, when you go to CalHFA's website, and you go to where rates are at, right above where it says low income, blah, blah, click on that link that says low income.
At the top of the rate page.
You click on that link, that takes you right into the AMI charge. Type in your address. Easy peasy, lemon squeeze. They make it easy.
It's the Fannie Home Ready lookup tool. That's what you're looking for to find that 80%.
80%. Make sure it's 80%,
AMI.
not 100.
Yeah,
anything
80%.
else? Mine had some good. She did a phenomenal class. She did a class yesterday for how many people?
270 people.
That's like your number. That's
Shout
like
out to Sierra Pacific.
Yeah, Sierra Pacific Mortgage did for the brokers out there. So that was
for the
phenomenal,
brokers.
phenomenal. Anything else we want to hear that I'm missing?
Well, I did. Just one more thing is that I talked about the little exception for refinances.
Yep.
So the one subordination, it does have requirements around it. Did I talk about that? Yeah. So 12 months.
Yep.
Lower. Oh, I did already talk about it.
It's okay, okay. But no, it's just good to know that because, they're saying you need to wait 12 months before you can refinance.
Yeah.
So it's not...
Lower payment, lower interest rate.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry.
Yep.
I did already talk about it. So I think we hit our list.
And I assume we're out still same servicer for your loans, right?
Yes, Lakeview Bayview on the first.
Cool.
For sure.
Cool. So guys, phenomenal. Molly's awesome. I appreciate her because she's doing this for us.
Thank you.
We are trying to clear the blankety blank garbage on Instagram and other places, social media. So...
Oh, can I add one more thing
please.
real quick? Because I do know this is out there a lot.
All right.
This cannot be done on an FHA loan, y'all. It has to be a conventional loan.
Yep, both. Okay. So no FHA, no VA, no USDA.
It's a conventional
loan
product.
that's set up through Fannie Mae. So that's their product. So phenomenal. On $300 million, guys. So at $100,000 a clip, they ain't a lot of clips.
3,000.
So be on top of your rice because it's going to open up on the March 27th. What time is it open?
First thing, I think.
Like 9 o'clock?
We'll be ready. 8 o'clock. I think our lock desk opens.
Okay. Get ready, people. It's going to rock and roll. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.